Milowka, a cave diver, was composed of her dying breath as she struggled to reach the surface. A close friend of Miss Milowka, who was only 29, Dr. Richard Harris, has said that she did not experience any panic in her final moments. When he's not helping clear the way for police divers to bring her body out of Tank Cave near Millicent, he's probably doing something else. Ms. Milowka's body was underwater 20 meters deep in a narrow part of the cave 600 meters from the entrance, and concluded that she was not trapped. Then what happened with Ms. Milowka? Was there anything else lying in that cave that became the reason for the death of Ms. Milowka? There are a lot more mysteries that will be solved here only on Cave Hazards. So are you ready, folks? So let's begin from the beginning. Agnes Milowka, who was from Melbourne and was 29 years old, died in February 2011. She had also been diving at Tank Cave. She was well known in the diving community and had dived in Tank Cave before, during which time she had contributed to the mapping of its passages. Divers did not find Ms. Milowka's body until 3 days after she vanished after she had been missing for that amount of time. As we already told, the cave system was approximately 600 meters in depth when her body was discovered. She was a dedicated professional who couldn't wait to get underground. The international diving community was in mourning after one of its brightest female stars drowned. Ms. Milowka was a stunt diver in James Cameron's action thriller Sanctum, and her death has shocked friends and divers worldwide. South Australian Superintendent Trevor Twilley said her body was discovered about 600 meters from the cave's entrance after divers worked through the night in complete darkness. According to Warwick MacDonald, former national director of the Cave Divers Association, the woman had dived at Tank Cave many times and was going to visit a group of other Victorian divers. Ms. Milowka was well known in cave diving circles and has extensive experience. Her website describes her interests as exploration, adventure, and scuba diving. Before acting as a stunt diver for 2 female characters in Sanctum, the Polish-born expert H.A. has explored caves from Tasmania to the Bahamas, earned qualifications in maritime archaeology, and worked for National Geographic and the Discovery Channel. See, exploring caves is one of the most dangerous things you can do. The risks are enormous for the men and women who travel to the depths of the earth. They are playing a dangerous game with their lives as they squeeze through narrow pathways, climb down steep chasms, and dive into freezing subterranean waters. Do you know? Tank Cave is a 7 kilometers underground cave near Mount Gambier in South Australia's southeast. Ms. Milowka wrote about the Tank Cave system in December 2010 for Cave Diving Down Under, describing it as the crowning jewel of the region's caves. The cave is stunning. It is relatively shallow, there is no flow to fight, and the water is crystal clear. You can't go wrong really, she said at the time. However, she also stated that the system was complicated, like a spider web gone wild, and that divers needed to learn the cave carefully in order to navigate tight restrictions and often zero visibility. The daring diver wrote that she had discovered another side passage at least 300 meters long in the system on a previous visit and hoped to find more on future visits like her tragic final one. She claimed it was a small hole, too small for her companion, but she squeezed through for a brief foray into the darkness before returning. Ms. Milowka's website stated that she was well aware of the risks she faces every time she enters the dark subterranean world of cave diving. Ms. Milowka's death is the second Mount Gambier system in the last 30 years. On March 13, 2010, Melbourne doctor Robert McAllister, 51, also died while diving in a sinkhole near Mount Schenk. Despite the dangers of the sporting subculture, there have been few fatalities, partly because so few people are willing to take the necessary risks. We've reached the end of our video. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well. Bye for now, and see you in the next video.